The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. from nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They'll go right back to it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks come to the line, trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and 5. There he goes! Smashes ahead, just shedding tackles. At the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box because he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Green. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for room. It's Hardy. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Steps away. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Quick handoff. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Green. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gonna run it. It's Green. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Now improvising. Fires to the right. He's got it. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Takes a handoff. It's Green. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones, both in...
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would...
Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! This dude has just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this hot running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He has the first and still on his feet. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll give it to the back. Find some fresh air. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Dropping back, it's Green. Keeps it going. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Manning. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 38, and a really nice return there sets up the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sure hands, it's Manning.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top. He's got it inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking for his man. He makes the catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Hey, listen, I'm going to look across the board if I'm a quarterback, and I'm going to find my matchups, and I got man-to-man, and I got a corner route. I throw that thing towards the sideline, let my receiver do the rest, and he does. Goes up and catches the football while he's being guarded and contested. That's a tough catch.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Using his feet to buy time. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot.
He unleashes a long one. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll keep it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Trying to set up the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Green. Going for it all. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots, and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
They kick it away on fourth down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The option look. The pitch. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll run for it on third and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Quick pass on the fly motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sends it downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll pull it on the read. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working, and here we are in the third quarter. There's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the tailback. Brings into the open. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
He'll do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Manning. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your...
That is slipped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's brought down. Good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because
Lots of running room at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Let's go. Right. Single. Blue 22.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got him downfield. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Green. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly. And
oh, he wants it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.